Hey everybody, and welcome to the Dyson's Crazy Adventures. This is Christina. So today I am going to make canned salsa. So right now what I have going on is I have just boiled some hot water. I'm going to take you on the process on how I make my homemade salsa, and then we'll put them into some jars and we'll hopefully get them jarred today. I gotta get my big pot in here. I gotta find it. And then we're going to put them in jars and sell off some salsa, and then we'll have salsa for a little bit. I'm bringing tomatoes from a couple weeks worth of tomatoes from my garden. Let me show. Alright, those are what tomatoes I have from my garden. I picked some today. It will be in a video that I'm going to show earlier. There's my ice bath ready to go, and my hot water ready to go. So we're going to start first is we're going to blanch these tomatoes and get the skins off of them so we can get them cut up and get them ready for salsa. Don't mind the hamburger in the background, that's for dinner. We're making homemade chili. Alright, so now we're going to start taking our tomatoes. We're going to set them in the hot water. They need to sit there for about 60 to 90 minutes or seconds. That way we will be able to pull the skins off and get them ready for some salsa. Sit for a few more minutes. I had to uncover my jalapenos with my cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to let them sit for 2 minutes. I'm watching the timer on this video. I have a lot of more green tomatoes outside, so definitely make some more salsa. Canned tomatoes as well for stews, for homemade chili. Today's chili I'm using a can of just tomato sauce because my family doesn't like tomato chunks. I do, but the rest of them don't. Alright, we've been long enough. Let's get them in the ice water. I might have to get some more ice to start my ice maker. They're starting to split. Once you notice the skins are starting to split on them, then you know they're really good to get out. pull out. Now let's put in these ones. I think I'm going to need a little more water. I'll be right back. I'm going to add some more water and heat this back up. We actually had enough water, so I just put the rest of the tomatoes in. And we're going to just let them blanch. Yep. You see it worked. The tomatoes, you can already start peeling the skins. It's going to make my life a lot easier for my tomatoes. I'll be back when we start skinning some of these tomatoes. Alright, while the tomatoes are in their water baths, I started cutting these teeny jalapenos that came out of my garden. For some reason they didn't get very big. So we're putting them in a bowl. We're going to use them all. Most recipes show for, say, 2 big size, or so, cup, 1 or 2 cups of jalapenos, I think, or 2 jalapenos. I don't know. I don't measure. I just place in. As long as I have more tomatoes to the rest of my stuff, I'm good. I am putting some seeds in, but not all. Seeds also give it the kick. But I don't have gloves, so my hands are going to burn later. My tip when I make the jalapeno poppers, when you're working with jalapenos, have gloves. But I don't have any. Hopefully next year I'll have fresh garlic and onions out of my garden. Some of the things I'm going to plant in my fall winter garden this year and hope they make it through the winter. I don't know how mild or how bad our winter is going to be this year with the weather the way it's been. It's unpredictable. So hopefully I can get my garden planted and find some onions and stuff. any cilantro planted this year either. This time I was ready to make salsa, they would have been done already and they wouldn't have been any good. My neighbor had some and his went bad pretty fast. I really like my little bitty jalapenos. They're really cute. It's even better knowing that my salsa is going to come from my jalapenos from my garden. I was worried I wasn't going to get any of them at all this year. I'm not a professional cutter by any means. My big pot. Oh, I need some vinegar. I have vinegar up in my pantry. I just need to pull it out. Or I've got it covered. Thought I had some minced garlic. I'm gonna have to look in my cupboard again and see in my fridge again and see if I can find it. Should still be good. So I don't know why it disappeared. Didn't use it all. If I don't have garlic salt works just fine. But what you need is, you need tomatoes, you need jalapenos, cilantro, onion, green bell peppers, garlic, minced garlic usually, and then you need salt, apple cider vinegar. I use Worcestershire sauce. Some people use hot sauce. We like the taste with a little bit of Worcestershire. I would use fresh garlic if I had it, but I forgot to buy it. So I work with what I have. start with the tomatoes. So hold on. Alright, so I grabbed the cilantro actually really quick so that I could get it out of my sink. You can use as much cilantro as you want. I am not much, I don't like a lot. I think it's really strong and overbearing, and it's you have to have a preferred taste for it. And so I don't use very much of it for that fact that I can only handle a little bit. I probably have a better knife to do this with, but I like this knife, it's sharp. Check some. That's a knife. I like to finely chop mine. I'd rather not big huge chunks. That's perfectly good now. Always be careful when I'm playing with knives. Gonna put it in the bowl. We'll be right back. I'm gonna rinse up the board. Alright, so we rinse up the board. Now we're gonna take our tomatoes again. Oh, that one didn't do very well. Let's see if I can find one that does well. We're gonna start just peeling the tomatoes, skins right off. The garbage right here next to me to put them in. Apparently these didn't boil long enough. The water cooled down too fast. If you don't want to blanch them, you can always take a knife. Just carefully cut the skins off of them. boil water and get some of these reblanched. So while that's warming up, we're going to cut this one, which I shouldn't do, but I'm going to anyways. Cut your tomatoes in whatever size bites you want. Big, small. You can also even probably throw them in a blender. Pulse to make the work a lot faster, which is probably what I'll end up doing if I can find the blender. I'll just throw these into the bowl while my pan's in use. When I come back, I'll have all the tomatoes done. Alright, all the tomatoes are cut. Now we're working, and they're in the pan. Leftover dinner. Still a couple people in the house that haven't eaten. Made homemade chili. But now we're working on, sorry if that made you dizzy, we're cutting up the bell pepper. I did buy 3. I don't know if I'm going to use all 3, but let's see. We're going to cut these up whatever size you want. If you want different colors in your salsa, you can always add red bell peppers or yellow, just to add in some more color. I'm just doing green. But I did take a time out and I made dinner. I did do the tomatoes while I was cooking dinner. And then I stopped and ate. I'm going to cut up this other half and then I'll be back. Alright, so 1 bell pepper was enough. So now we're moving on to our onion. cut them however you like to cut them. Ooh, strong onion. It's a really strong onion. Oh, sorry. Strong onion. So I'm mixing everything out to see what my ratio looks like. Alright, so far is what my ratio looks like. I think that looks pretty good to me. So next we'll add some lime. We're going to add some lime. We're going to add some salt, some apple cider vinegar, some garlic salt, and some Worcestershire sauce. And I always put a little bit of black pepper in it as well. And then we'll get her boiling and get our pots ready. Sorry, bad camera angle. But, so when I come back, we'll do the rest. I need to sit down for a minute. My back's starting to hurt. Joys. So we'll be back. Alright, so now I'm doing 1 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And yes, Cristobal, those are the jars I used. I'm going to dump that in. And then the recipe says 1 tablespoon of salt. There's 1 tablespoon of salt. And then I'm just gonna add garlic. It's usually, I think, one recipe I've seen at one point said 3 cloves of garlic. But like I said, I thought I had garlic. I don't have any garlic besides garlic powder. On the stove, I also have my jars boiling. And I'm just going to add a little bit. I don't add a lot, but I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. You don't have to, it's optional. I just think it gives it some more flavor, and then I am putting a little bit of pepper in it. Not a lot, just a little bit. And now we're to the point where, lime. We're going to squeeze a full. I'm probably going to do 2 limes because I like lime. So there's 1 full lime. Alright, so now we have the lime in there. And then we're going to mix this up. Does that not look yummy? I'm going to let it cook. Our jars are over here. I only put 5 in. If I need to do more, I can do more, but I'm boiling them to get them clean and ready for use. Now we just let this cook for like 15 minutes. I'll come back when it's done and we're ready to put them in the jars. Alright, now that it has cooked, it's perfect. We're going to take a ladle. It's really hot. We're going to fill our salsa up. Now we're going to make sure we have no bubbles. Alright, I'm doing this over the, I will clean my jars. Trying to make sure I get a lot of this stuff, not just all the juice. Hot. It is hot. I wish I had something better to put over it. To get them to go down in. I don't want them to be so juicy. I want it to be the tomatoes, I wanted all the veggies. So I'm trying to dump out some of the juice so I can fill a lot more, and then I'll add more juice into them. Alright, so now we're going to take juice and top them all off. It's topped off. It's topped off. already made it into one of my jars. So now I'm going to wipe the bottles. That way we can get a good seal.
I keep forgetting it's not Sunday. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Sunday.
Okay. So we're just going to make sure they're all wiped and clean and make sure there's no air in them. Hopefully I didn't fill them too full. That they'll be able to get they'll be able to get a good seal. Oops. I'm not even going to worry about labeling these this time because I can guarantee that these are going to get eaten up. In a decent manner. And now I'm pushing to make sure I have them as tight as I can get them. Alright, they're as tight as I can get them. I'm going to move you. Where you can see what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to take this in.
What'd you make it?
Salsa.
Those are really big peppers. They're like the peppers that I like to eat.
Yep.
But these ones don't look hot.
Those aren't hot. Alright, so now we're going to let those sit in there for 30 minutes
These are really big
and
peppers.
cook. We'll be back.
These are really big peppers, Mom.
Alrighty, they are pulled out. It's been 30 minutes. Now they're going to sit here and cool, and then we'll test them. On the top, you just push on them once they're cooled, and you'll hear them pop too while they're cooling, and then that means that they're sealed. So hope you enjoyed this video, and enjoy easy homemade salsa. Thanks for watching. You all have a wonderful day.